What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode and edition of the Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast right here on the MyFandom YouTube channel and everywhere you get your podcast. Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, and of course, Chris Payne back in the building. Tommy T still on assignment. I think he's getting mauled by a bear right now. I think he's camping with his family. Shout out to Tommy T and all the help.
Somebody was stupid enough to let him use a chainsaw while drinking.
Yeah, what was that about? Anyway, that was a video for what?
He looked like Tony Soprano.
That's great. Anyway, the sand has settled, okay? Usually it's the dust. The sand has settled from the War on the Shore 2, and we are back.
Full of thumbtacks.
Dude, Tommy, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, now I have to edit that. But anyway.
Why?
Because if any little Jimmy steps on attack, they're going to wonder where'd it come from, and Schmucko McGee over here put it on the podcast.
Fuck, it's been a week.
All right, well,
We're still
you're
talking
right.
about thumbtacks on the side?
You know what? Not editing any of this. Enjoy. We are coming to you live from the Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru, a.k.a. Chop Studios in Matawan, New Jersey. And, of course, thank you to all of the sponsors that we were able to obtain and had participate within the show. From everywhere, from the Stand Comedy Club, who had great representation there. It was a lot of fun having those guys there. Of course, we got to meet, me and Payne at least, got to talk to Are You Garbage, the podcast. They're putting together something cool for us. I know they sat down with Lady Frost as well, so there'll be something there. We looked for Tommy D, but he was too busy mingling with all the stars. So anyway, yeah, you think I'm playing. So in any event, also thank you to Santiago Sports off the top of my head. Arthur Cantina Wine and Spirits, the Luchadors, Colts Neck Sports Foundation, everybody off the cuff. I'm just coming at it right now. Shore Sips, which played a pivotal role in our Battle Royal. Could have been the Shore Sips Championship instead, but it was not. It was the Openweight Championship. Congratulations to Chris Steeler. We'll get more into that. But Payne, we're
shout out to my buddy Sully for doing the fire.
Oh, first of all, we'll get into that too. But Payne, we're now 8 days removed from the War on the Shore. We have a lot of results to go over. We have a lot of stories to go over, a lot of things we want to talk about the show. But overall, how are you feeling as a whole right now? On a scale of 1 to 10,
9.
10 being we are the fucking greatest thing going right now. How are you feeling?
No, you can't. That's the wrong scale. I was going about physically. How do I feel? I want to vomit.
Well, you just hoofed a Taco Bell, so you know that could pop up anytime.
It was a gordita crunch, 2 soft tacos, and a quesadilla.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a large Pepsi.
Wow.
Not even a diet Pepsi, just a straight Pepsi.
Why the fuck would I drink Diet Pepsi when I had 4,000 calories?
Because that's what everybody likes to do.
I typically do that too. I go to White Castle, I get a bunch of food, and then I'm like, hey, can I get a Diet Coke there?
No, Diet Pepsi is disgusting.
Diet Pepsi is way better than Diet Coke. Let's call it that.
All right.
Coke is better than Pepsi.
Let's end the podcast.
Coke is better than Pepsi. Diet Pepsi is better than Diet Coke.
Diet Pepsi may be the worst soda on the
you're
market.
right.
Can I get a Diet Cream Shasta?
I don't know what that reference is.
Gonna get 6 Schlitzes.
It's Diet Cream Shastas from
Whatever's free.
Entourage.
Yes. Anyway, so Payne, how we feeling? Like overall, just like, listen, we've got a lot of positive feedback.
I feel great.
Very
I think
minimal.
We did a lot of good things.
Very, very minimal negative feedback as far as, there's a couple things that I want to definitely address down the road. Maybe not. Well, Jesus. Maybe.
Fuck him.
Okay.
Broke my post. Piece of shit.
I have to listen.
Seriously, get your kid's fed foot off the property.
Yeah, well, look, that's a security issue. So Blaine, that's your fault.
Fired.
Fired. You're fired, Blaine.
Let the check pass.
Yeah. Pay us a little bit more, and then you're done. It's over. No.
Once that money clears, man, I'm telling you, 4 or 5 more times.
Why
and you're out of here.
Yeah. No, listen, man. It was awesome.
Oh, you shout out to Blaine.
Blaine,
yeah,
he's always been our dude. He's always been the ace in the hole that we've had for the last 2 years now.
Biggest advocate, one of our biggest advocates.
Tommy Tequila, he played a pivotal role as well.
As hammered as he was, he played a pivotal role.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Tommy Tequila lived up to his name. Okay, let's just say that.
He was like Fulton Reed out there.
It gave him superhuman strength at the end of the night. Next thing you know, I'm like, where's the top of the commentary table? Why is it floating? It's like he's just like heave.
Is there a windstorm?
He took it by himself to prepare. But got to shout out Chad and his ring crew. Those guys did a fantastic job setting up the ring. Payne and I almost went to blows in the middle of the afternoon. Next year, guess what?
It was early afternoon.
We're hiring a crew. And we're not doing a goddamn thing.
What?
Yeah, right. So, but yeah, I mean, look, Payne, his vision came to life as far as the decking around the ringside area, which was awesome. The entrance, CJ Westcott and his crew at Unbranded, they put together a fantastic archway where it was double arch this year instead of one. All the pictures, the photographers, guys, Jay Vogel, Danny Darko, Skybray Media, our guy Civil and Heavy, Kevin Owens, like those guys really showed out, and the content is starting to come through.
Kevin Wood was there too.
I'm telling you right now, the content, that's his name. Fuck. Kevin Wood. I saw a guy a couple times. I'm like,
So he comes up to me.
He's
He's like, "Hey, Tommy, I'm Kevin Wood." I'm like, "Great videos, man."
Yeah. So, but Kevin Owens has put together some banger footage. And, you know, a lot of people have asked me, I went to ACW on Friday.
You mean that's the same guy?
Yeah, right? I went to ACW on Friday, and they're like, man, I'm hearing a lot of good things. How do you feel? How'd the show go? And I just keep going back to the same well. I'm like, we lit the beach on fire. Yeah. Like, it's straight up. Like, nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever attempted that. If they have, I don't know you, and I'm sorry. But, like, I've never seen it since WWE. We had your boy do it. We had it tested in the first of all, the test started prematurely, I think, during the Rumble. And I'm like, well, looking at the Rumble, I'm like, oh, elimination. Something's on fire. I'm looking over to my left, and they're testing shit.
No,
I'm like,
I literally heard you through Kurt's microphone. What's on fire? And I was like, I'm like, it's the test. We gotta do the test.
well, I didn't have a headset, so I didn't know. So
Joey, we're standing there. We were watching like part of the one match. And
Joey who?
Janela. So
Oh, is this part of the mingling that you didn't do?
I was never in one spot for more than 5 minutes, so bite me. He looks at the ring. Yeah.
Hold on.
yeah, gotcha. Go ahead.
He looks at the.
That was a long one, folks.
He looks at where the fire is going to be. He goes, "So did you guys test this out?" And I'm like, I don't think so.
No, we did.
He goes,
See?
"How do you know?"
See?
He goes, "How do you know it's going to work?" I was like, "Because it's going to work."
If not, he just stands in a ring of
What
nothingness.
an unprofessional answer.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know. Like, yes, it's gonna work. Just like
We had the test set up for fucking 5 o'clock.
I didn't see the guy light it.
he didn't light it at
He
5
did
o'clock.
light it.
No.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
I didn't see it. Well, 5 o'clock is daylight, so you don't
You can't
see
see
it.
shit.
Right, but at night it lit prematurely, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" Like, and not for nothing, Gangrel leaves his entrance, does his thing, the blood spit, everything fucking looked awesome, and the fire kept going, and I'm like, well, hope they put that out eventually, like, because it started to get close to the curtain, and I'm
I
like,
know.
we're gonna light this whole place on fire, aren't we?
When it got really high in the back,
Right.
I was like, I
That's
really
what it
hope
was.
the gust of wind doesn't come because that.
One bad
There
gust
goes
of
the
wind.
pipe and drape.
Yeah, it will up and.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, it would have been one less thing to pack.
That's very true. We as a crew didn't get out of there till 1:40 in the morning. I could barely walk for 3 days. I know these guys felt the same way.
I've never seen the boardwalk pitch black before in my entire life.
Yeah, no, even like the cleaning staff was like, "We're leaving."
I
It's
felt like
"Bye."
Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler when he's walking at the Asbury Hall,
Right.
and like there's nothing but seagulls.
Right.
That's what it felt like on the boardwalk. I was like,
I tell you what, though, there was a couple, and I've reviewed some of the footage. I'll show you guys after this, but there's a couple times where, like, during the Moth match, like, you think there's a run-in happening by a seagull. Like, it's like, oh my god, wait, no, he's just leaving. He's just living his life.
You
No
know
big
what?
deal.
You're saying that. I'm surprised we didn't have seagull issues with all the food that was.
Yeah, I mean, well, I thought for sure in the pre-show when we were setting up, Payne had food, and then he put it on the table, and I was like, that's a bad idea. And then
because that was coherent.
the greatest looking seagull of all time came and started scooping it up. Lady Frost started eating off his plate. She started grabbing fries. She's like, yeah, these are mine now. And I was like,
Is that where they went?
oh yeah, Frost.
Oh my god! Because I went back and I'm like, oh, it wants the fries, and it was
Frost got herself some massive fries.
Blade looks at me. He goes, "Hey, did you tell Chris his food's here?" I'm like, "Yeah, we told him." He goes, "He needs to eat something." I'm like, "I know." He goes, "You hold his hair. I'll feed him."
I'm telling you, it was a long day, man. And
I lost
shout out to
feeling.
Underground Nutrition, who set up shop not only there but right outside the locker room where they had
Yeah.
the hydration station, not to be confused with the commentation station or whatever the hell Rosado called it.
Yeah.
I liked
We
it, to be
gotta
honest.
talk to him
No,
about that.
I liked it. I liked
thought-
that
I
name.
thought it was funny.
That was very interesting.
Just
But-
fucking Harry Potter.
so-
Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of our fans
I
are
have-
huge Harry Potter fans.
I have heard
I am a
back.
huge Harry Potter
I've watched back the title for title match, and Rosado and Gino did a fantastic job. And kudos to those guys, because if anybody's going to be nervous if commentary is going to be as good as what you think you could deliver, I was like, oh man, but I like Rosado's voice.
He's got a very good voice.
He's got a little bit of a raspy. Gets really energetic when it's called for. If not, he's very monotone, but he's got a good
He
delivery.
sounds like my old police commissioner. When I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Right. And Gino, being Gino, dialed back the comedy for the first match because it was important.
He took away from the old, giggity,
But then,
giggity.
trust me, he gets
He gets it.
He gets in. He gets into it.
All he
I
needed
saw
was
one of the
those
parts of
glasses when he walked out with that getup that he had on, and he was absolutely.
Well, I gotta pay him and dress him now.
He was absolutely Robert De Niro in.
Oh my God,
in Casino.
Yeah.
Oh wow, good call.
Just give him the brick Zach Morris phone.
Gotta also give credit to Diane, her friends, Shay, everybody at the ticket booth. Walk up traffic was great. Look,
Mama Payne.
Mama Payne
Yes.
over there at the merch stand. She crushed it.
She was very busy.
When I saw when Payne's like, "Hey, check your Zells and email," I'm like, "Oh, we're selling a lot of shit. All right, cool." Like, and
How'd the hats do?
I'm gonna go public. I'm gonna go public now as Payne goes on that record there. The hats were what they call a hit and what they call sold out. So give kudos where kudos is due. And it's funny, I was talking to my barber today about him because I gave his employee one. And he said, "Oh, that's in now." And I was like, "Since when?"
Yeah,
like, I don't know. He goes, "Especially down the shore, and this, that, and the third. Old school's in now,
Look,
blah, 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 blah." And Payne's like, I'm like, "Oh, my God." So
I
he's
don't
like,
know if
"We're
you
going
can
to order."
I don't know if you can see my eyes through the clear sunglasses.
Yeah, we're gonna get 50. We're gonna get 50 hats. I'm like, 50 fucking hats. What are you nuts?
I wanted more.
I know you did. I know you wanted 100.
I was quietly on your side, but I didn't want to.
Even
start flipping
my
out.
brother who likes pretty much nothing. Like if it's not up to his standards, he just doesn't like
If it ain't
And he-
Cowboys and Yankees.
Right. And he's like, "Dude, those fucking hats are cool." I was like, "God damn it!" I was like, "Payne's gonna freaking have a
Bro,
hard
you
on."
gotta see there's one photo. There's like 11 or 12 kids just lined up on the corner of the guardrail, and like 7 of them have it.
Beautiful.
My barber
Beautiful.
bought his son a hat, and special shout out to Garden State Therapy. Anthony,
they're
Anthony
aces.
was busier this year than he was last year.
Here's the thing.
I
All right, I didn't
needed-
see him.
needed to go on that table.
Same. But like, I didn't see him working on anybody. And then when I did, it was fucking Pete Rosado. I'm like, "You motherfucker!" I'm like, "You're gonna be using your voice all night. Shut up and get to the fucking booth. What do you leave it to the wrestlers at least?" But no,
Vargas was about to put his face makeup on. I'm like, "Hey, the table's set up." I never saw him move so fast in my entire life.
Yeah, Vargas. Okay, another. He had a great spot as well. Our 20th entrant for the Rumble. Some backyard wrestler who showed up in a t-shirt and tank top.
All right, now that we're on air, let me clear my grievance.
Go ahead.
I wanted to fucking trip you.
I wanted to kill
as
him
you
too.
came out of the curtain.
I did
Why?
too. I just think it would have been a better look and a better feel if you just dropped the suit jacket, dropped the shirt, came out in just the linen pants and your shoes. Because that shows in wrestling, that shows like I'm straight up from the owner's thing to this. And then we gave you the go ahead, like, "Hey, we'll use Real American, put on the flag, blah, blah, blah." And not DJ Vito's fault at all, but I did not want the lead up. I just wanted the 20 to hit, bam, 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 and it didn't. It was like, I'm like, "Oh shit!" But commentary cleared that up. Commentary was great. There's like, "Wow, they went all out this year. They got Hogan coming out."
So some of the videos people have sent me, there's actually people going, "No way!" yeah, we
Could
spent
you
$1
imagine
million.
if we did that? It might not happen ever.
I mean, I think that there's more likelihood than getting Hulk Hogan on our show than having Truss over the ring. It's just me. That's all I'm saying. But listen, 20 was here until
But
he was.
I told you the getup that I was going to
I know,
wear.
and aesthetically, I thought it would be good, and it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm just being honest. He's being honest. It just didn't look the way I think it would have been funnier.
I
if
thought you were
just,
going to grab a board.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. Like you were a ring crew or some shit. Like, but no, if you would have came out in the white slacks with your dress shoes,
even if you didn't want to,
it would have been so much funnier.
Even if you didn't want to do shirtless, you could have bought a $10 tank top in turquoise or
Yeah,
teal.
just to match the ski.
Just to match the
It's
scheme.
okay now. It's over now. I'm just saying. You
No,
had
I'm
your
not going to
spot.
let this go. I'm just saying.
If you go to cagematchwrestling.net, it says Tommy D. And that's your first professional wrestling
Holy
match.
shit.
No, I'm kidding. It doesn't
That's his
say
first.
that.
I
No.
never stepped foot in the ring.
Right, he never got there. The only time he got there was the opening promo.
The baggy pants was, or the baggy shorts was key.
Key.
Yeah. You see the fucking boots she was wearing?
Yeah, well,
I also saw you stop her foot.
yes, I also saw that too. She couldn't get her foot out. It was almost as if it got
It was
stuck.
like right above Just
It looked like the end of the
mid-thigh catch.
No.
Yeah, he claims he hit the twig and giggleberries, but we'll see about that. We'll check the videotape. We'll ask Tara. Tara. No, but
Did you catch him flush? I got stuck on something.
Shout out. I have to shout out Buddy Thomas, who was ring crew, first one there, right? So we rewarded him with a spot and an entrance in the Rumble, not just part of the first 10. Like, he came out to Umbrella, comes out with his umbrella, flies through Umbrella. People were chanting Mary Poppins at him, like, got some good heat. But that's what it takes, man. That's what it takes. Like, if you come out and look, there's no guarantees. I don't want anybody ever saying, if you just show up to this show, there's a good chance they'll put you on, because that's not true at all. We decided, and I talked to Chad of the at show, and I said, I'm not, there's a lot of guys here. There's like 6 or 7 dudes to choose from. I'm just going to go with the guy that fucking showed up first. You know, like, instead of saying, like, who's got the best look? Who's got the best this? Who's got the best that? Because those other kids, they busted their ass. They busted their ass to break down that ring and set it up. Buddy Thomas gets the spot. I do want to go public and say that there are certain individuals out there that were given spots in this Rumble that pulled off last second because they didn't like their spot in the Rumble. I say to you, go fuck yourself, because that's so unprofessional.
We also know who you are too, by the way.
Right.
We know every reason. We know who you are.
Right. So. And so it's not like you just like, oh, I had something come up, I'm so sorry. Like, no, you didn't. You got your spot in the Rumble, and you realize you're in there for 3 minutes, and you figured Jersey Shore, taking the traffic, all this other shit, and you don't like to lose. It's like, and I've gotten the MO from a couple of you guys, and I'm just like, this is not the first time you guys have pulled this off. So
well, Donovan made sure to mention that.
Donovan told me that.
So Facade stepped up and said, hey, you got a spot in the Rumble.
Right. Facade was the one that said he said to us, he's like, hey, I'm coming with Tara. You know, if anything opens up, let me know. Sure as shit, something opened up, so I hit him up. I was like, hey,
and that kid he's wrestled everywhere. That
me,
kid.
you, and Facade go way back. I think he was on our first card, if I'm not mistaken.
Super card.
Yeah, dude.
Touching.
And the Neon Ninja, he's lights out. He knows how to go. He's had extra spots at WWE, TNA, AEW, right? All that shit. He's been everywhere. And
I know one kid that pulled off. You really have no idea how small New York and New Jersey is.
Right.
I know why you pulled off.
Right.
So go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You'll never work for us again.
And that's okay, because
that was a funny conversation with you that Saturday morning.
Yeah. So between that,
hey, you know so and so, I sure do. Yeah, they said it there. Nope, they're not. They pulled off.
Oh, maybe that's I'm in the dark on that one. But
are you really?
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it was good.
I wasn't there. I was there Saturday morning.
No.
No,
whatever.
He called me for something, and we were bullshitting, and he was just telling me how
we were
small
talking
of a
about
world
who we're gonna fill for the other spot because somebody got pulled off, and I said, well, the one kid pulled off and said he had a certain reason, and I'm like, I know for a fact because I know his wife's friend.
That's even better. Yeah, no, I know. I had to leave the country for 3 days, but then you went to your gym the next morning.
Getting it in, brother.
Okay,
Costa Rica was nice.
And you know what? And again, you have to come to realizations that, like, and I made this reference. Santino Marella, he has the record for the shortest entrant of a Rumble ever. Are we WWE? Not even close. But what I'm saying is, do you think he went to Vince and said, that's not going to work for me? No, put me in a bigger spot.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here, right? Get out of here. So that's one thing that really grinded my gears. And I haven't really, and again, I say this with all due respect. Eddie, the referee for WWE, Monday Night Raw, main event, he's refereeing. The next day, he's at our show. He hit me up months before to say, hey, man, you think I can come by again and hang out? I said, are you out of your mind? Of course. Like, get over there. Like, he goes, can I bring friends? And you know what? When he said bring friends, I'm thinking, who could the friends be? Like, it might just actually be real friends, but it might be fucking Sean Bennett, or it might be another ref, or a wrestler on NXT. Who knows? Doesn't matter. He asked. And I was like, of course. But there are people that showed up that didn't ask, that don't know who the fuck me, Payne, or Tommy are, who were just hanging out all day, and they just stood there the whole night. They didn't lift a finger to help or anything like that.
Didn't care to introduce themselves. Like, hey, thanks for letting me hang.
Until I made a side joke about his employer, or one of the people that he works with, and then he looked at me like, all right, and he like walked away, and I was like, you mother. Yeah, and again, there's no status when you're at WWE, AEW, TNA. Yeah, you're contracted. Yeah, you're popular. Yeah, you have all this notoriety, but also respect the business a little bit. Like, we busted our ass, not for you to come in and leech off the show. And I tried to make that very clear to a lot of the guys via posts online. I said, look, I was like, if you guys, please don't bring your spouses and your fucking friends, cousins, and all this other shit. Please support the brand, buy a ticket. That's all we ask.
Well, who gives a fuck? The person, I don't say it like that. I'm just saying, like, they don't give a fuck because the person that we had the most trouble with is the person that brought him. So what do you expect?
That's kind of what I figured you were talking about.
Yes. All right. That makes sense. But again, it's just another thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The whole show, seeing some people just kind of hang around. And that goes, again, want to also give special recognition to referee Chris D'Antonio.
Awesome.
That dude was in Kurt's pocket the entire time. Anytime Kurt needed something, Chris was right there. He's a referee. Now remember, last year at the War on the Shore, we had a referee. He was booked. You might have heard of him, Mike Chioda. Right? What did Mike Chioda do, guys? He taped our fucking ropes.
God.
He
dragged over palm trees.
He dragged palm trees across the sand. He
set up flags.
Busted his ass. We didn't ask him to do shit, and we had to pay him a very hefty rate because of his legendary status. But what I'm telling you is, if Mike Chioda is out there helping as a referee, and Chris D'Antonio is out there helping as a referee, then every other referee should be helping or doing something to contribute to the show and not just hanging out, putting on your cool ref shirt, and going out there and having yourself a day. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just, it numbs me to see the lackluster effort from some people, and it drives me nuts.
Now I was taking it back because we booked another guy that we weren't going to book. And he did the same shit again this year that he did last year. So he won't be coming back.
All right. Well, again, matches, everybody delivered. I don't see any other match. I didn't see one match that I'm like, wish that would have went different or better. Do you guys agree? Like, I can't imagine any match that happened that I was like, oof, I wouldn't have done that. Like, unfortunately, you got to also deal with the politics of professional wrestling. And that was that first match, we nobody knew that the title for title match was going to be opener. We hit that. The ambiance, the aesthetics, the pageantry, everything that had to do with that match was everything that I think we all wanted, right?
Yeah.
Like the look, the feel, everything.
Yep. We wanted the full crowd there for that because we understand it's a Tuesday and kids have camp and
right. And the Janela match, like the main event.
It was the diehards were there.
A little lighter, but the diehards stood. Right.
I can tell you one thing: the Rumble, that place, you could not.
Yeah, that place is fucking
move.
They loved it. Yeah. Everybody I've talked to said the Rumble.
I can't wait to see Carino's spot because I didn't see it when it happened. I heard about it.
First of all,
what, the Triple H dump?
Yeah, and great bump.
Yeah,
but don't also tell me like I sacrificed my leg for you guys. Like, fuck you. Dude.
Well, I mean,
I love you, Justin, but Jesus Christ, he's like, I'm limping because of you guys. It's
well,
like,
I mean,
you did it.
The leap out onto the boardwalk, maybe he did.
Listen, it is what it is. But from that first match, I say this with all due respect to TNA, AEW, and now the NWA, because we've never dealt with the NWA before. We've definitely dealt with AEW, and we've definitely dealt with TNA. If you're a professional organization and you have to dictate what your stars do on the independents, you should not allow them to take independent bookings. Meaning, if, for instance, Santana had to pull off, but let's just say Santana was there, right? And Santana goes up to me, he's like, guys, can't lose. And I'm just like, all right, I get it, right? You're in this spot on TV, I get it. But like to make it a company-wide thing, like AEW can't lose on the independents, like that's NWA can't pin or smit or tap or whatever. And we had a perfect plan to make it the best it could possibly be, and a moment to raise our champion up for literally 5 seconds. It was going to be a 5-second pose like Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Got the belt in your hand. Here's the thing. Blah blah blah. And then, oops, by the way, nope, can't happen. Right. And we weren't even allowed to do that. And that was a weird feeling to be denied to our face like that when we're all standing there underneath the boardwalk. And they're saying, like, no. And no disrespect to Tom Latimer, because that dude would have played ball however we wanted.
He's a
gamer, dude.
He's amazing. He looked the part, and he doesn't even play heel anymore, and he played a heel his ass off, right? Like, but again, there's certain companies out there that are just like, sorry, can't do that. Sorry, can't do that. And I'm like, then why allow your guys to go out there? Because it fucks with us. It fucks with all companies, not just us. ACW, fucking WrestlePro, all these companies. They have to abide by all this shit. So it's like, so if you're a smart fan, and I guess I'm peeling back the curtain now. If you're a smart fan and you know there's an AEW or an NWA or a TNA guy booked, guess what? Head on over to DraftKings and place a bet on their win or their disqualification or whatever you have to do, because it's just like, come on, man. Like, we shouldn't have to fucking alter our plans because this guy thinks this is more important. Like, yes, we know you're more important. We know you're on TV. We know you have TV deals and contracts out the ass and $1 million backers and all that shit. And trust me, that's where we want to be, man. We want to be millionaires too. But you're telling us how to book our show. And that's where I'm like, that's so corny. So it's corny. I won't even call it like shitty. It's corny.
When that all finally unraveled, Gipke was upstairs, so I ran to go tell him, hey, your match changed from a triple threat now.
His match had changed twice.
So I'm telling him what's going on. Donovan's standing there, and that's when Eddie is coming in, and he comes to say hello, and he hears what we're talking about. He goes, wait, they're really pulling that on you guys? I'm like, well, yeah, because he heard the whole conversation. He goes, that's kind of strange because they've done the kind of ending that you guys have wanted to do before. He goes, it's not really that big of a deal.
And maybe...
Who said that?
Eddie, the referee, WWE. And that's WWE. But again, you can't just take a WWE guy, and that's why we lost Santana. So, badge of honor, we all got pulled because Shawn Michaels called us on a Thursday, basically, and said, hey, we need Santana tapings. And we're like, damn. And then in my mind, I'm like, did Shawn Michaels just really take a wrestler from me? Like, bro. But again, it sucks. We wanted Santana.
We lost Santana, Navarro, and Enzo.
Yeah.
Didn't skip a beat.
Still almost had 1,000 people.
Didn't skip a beat.
I mean, let's be honest, we were financially even better off. I mean, it's just the way it is. And shout out to Enzo and the real one and the fourth rope thing, and they did their TNA thing just like he told me they were going to do. So that's cool. You guys succeeded. We couldn't come to terms on match order, and that was it. That was the only discrepancy. It wasn't like, fuck this guy, fuck that guy. It was just like, this is what I need, and I'm like, we tried, can't make it happen. It just doesn't fit right. And then Big Ben's fucking flight gets canceled on Monday night, and it's just like, God, we did roll with the punches, and that's something that Arcadia...
Then we got held up for travel.
It's another thing, man. And I don't mean to make this like a downer podcast because I'm still floating. I think that
I can't actually wait to watch it because I didn't get to watch a lot.
Yeah, so I
don't think I've gotten to like seriously enjoy it yet.
No.
Every day you've talked to me, I've been in a shit mood.
Well, it's because of the things that are lingering. Right, the business side of it. That's not always the funnest. And once again, I don't know who's controlling the WWE ID system. You scored a home. You fucking hit a 500-foot home run with Marcus Mathers. He's one of the best going right now.
Yeah,
I think he's
that match I got to watch.
That shit was intense. Him and Janela went 25 minutes and not one soul.
Joe goes, "You went long," and I'm like, "You're fine."
He goes, and Joey said to me afterwards, he goes, "I've never been blown up in a match."
Yeah.
I was blown up in that match, and I was like, "Well, Marcus is running circles. He can go out there and have another match right now." So Marcus Mathers,
how old is he? Like 22, 23?
He's up. Yeah, he's very young. That's the good side of the WWE ID system. The poor side is thinking that you're entitled, right? And you think that like, ooh, I'm WWE ID'd, so I can do what I want. That's also not the case. I need everybody to just know that wherever you are, as far as status and stature, just be a pro. Be a pro. If there's a call time, get there at the call time. If there's a table set up for you, for the fans to meet you, just sit down. We're not taking any money from you. In fact, we want you to make money on the side.
Yeah.
I actually caught more shit from people.
Yeah, I know, and that was that was one of the comments that were left on the public post. Like, hey, I really would have liked to met such and such, and I'm like, well, she's not here, right? And then Lady Frost, being the pro that she is, told me like, this is going to be a singles match if shit doesn't change now. And I was like, you know what? Fine, and I was willing to pull that trigger, but then next thing you know, she's there and getting ready and all this other shit. But it's just like, man, I just wish that you guys held us, and again, this is 3 shows in. We're brand new. I get it. And but you walked in, when you walk down those stairs of Tiki Bar and you see the grand scheme of what we put together, you better put some fucking respect on our brand, dude. Like we busted our ass for that shit. Yeah, so there's no reason for you to just treat it like another booking.
It's not in somebody's, backyard birthday party. What I mean? This was
there's a market for that.
Yeah. There is, but this is a production that cost a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Bro, I look at it all the time. I'm getting more annoyed the more I sit here and talk about it. Like I don't even want. I'm like getting.
Well, we can move on.
No, not even moving on. It's just like there's one thing after another thing where it's like just fucking inconsideration, and it's like at what point, like, what do we have to do to prove to people that like we know what the fuck we're doing? Number one. Number two, we treat people professional.
Yeah, you might be seeing us on a podcast right now, but if you're brand new to this shit, myself and Payne have been in this business for 13 years. Okay, so it's not like we don't know. And
I've been in it longer because I have the other years. On
I
top
know
of that.
you have the in ring longer, right?
Yeah.
And then not for nothing, when I did get hurt and I had to miss a year, what did you think I was doing the entire time? I was a sponge watching Pat run a show, watching Kevin run a show, taking in all the production shit of what you got to do. I even started doing my own production shit when I was hurt. So like I knew about all this. I knew about the back ends. I knew about the calls that Pat and Kevin would take in front of me saying like, you got to be kidding me. This guy's pulling off because of this. And I would hear it and listen and be like, God damn, that shit happens? That's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe that. But now we're in it. We're knee deep in it and shit happened to us. And again, I don't fault people individually. It might be a company-based thing. I don't know. But like there was some negatives. But I will say, and I know Payne hasn't been able to embrace, there was a lot of positives, a lot of fucking cool shit. Everybody.
Well, let me touch on the negatives before you go back to the positive.
We got more negatives,
okay? Because like we talked about it, and I
have a whole status typed out in my notes, and I wouldn't post it because I was like, I can't bring this down yet. I'm too happy.
I'm just blown away by the amount of people that don't care about. They'll care about their specific bread and butter, and then anything else they don't give a shit about, unless it's cool footage sent by a fan or something like that. Meanwhile, we're going out of our way. We had about 4 or 5 photographers, videographers, or whatever.
Which we have to cut down on.
We will take care of that.
Yeah.
We'll address that. And we're going to cut down, but we're going to scale back who's
or at least where they are.
Certain times.
Yeah, maybe have designated places.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
But then, like, you know,
Do they do a really good
you got
job?
a show coming up. You think, like, maybe a week before, a few days before, you could fucking put out his post. Come catch me here. Nah, you fucking, you lazy motherfuckers went and reposted. You just reposted it.
It's the easiest thing to do, right? It's the easiest thing to do. And like, I don't know about anybody else, but if I was wrestling, and maybe I'm saying it because I'm biased and this is our company, but like, if I was wrestling on this show, I would treat it like WrestleMania. Like this is the biggest thing. Like Carson Drake, for instance, he was walking around early, right? He got there early.
He was there all fucking day.
All day, all night. He wouldn't leave, right? He informed me that his parents are from Huntington Beach. They were at the original Bash at the Beach. This is a surreal dream for him. And I'm like, okay, but where was the promo you said you were going to cut? But he did like tag us a couple times in his travels. Like, shit, I got to come to New Jersey. You know, like, and so that helped. But that dude took it all in, man. He took it as like this big experience in this event. That's what we want the War on the Shore to be.
Him eat and sit in the
Yeah,
sun.
how the fuck? First, yeah, fuck you for your physique. Like the guy, all he did was eat wings and fucking and fries and all this
Fish
shit.
tacos.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You know, like gain an ounce.
Tara Zepp gave us a nice little rub. She said she got to wrestle at the coolest venue she's ever wrestled.
The vibe in the locker room, besides the one situation that we talked about with the individual who came whenever the fuck she wanted. The vibe,
I mean, it's really not hard to figure out.
Yeah, people at home could do the math.
The vibe in the locker room, everybody was having fun and they were having a good time in there, in the back, in the gorilla position, all sitting off to the side. They were all in, and that's what you want, right? Because last year it was the same thing. The vibe in the locker room was good.
And we added 20 guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had a locker room full of people.
I got to admit, though,
and 20 guys.
under the fucking boardwalk, felt like somebody, when I walked in there when we were having the conversation, felt like somebody was about to get sniped.
Hold on. So Gangrel's in there. Mathers is in there getting dressed. Chanel's getting dressed. Then I just see this curtain to the left. And I walk through the curtain, and Sunny's just sitting there, and she's like, hey, Payne. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, it's much cooler in here. She goes, yeah, I know. They're stupid.
and that's another great highlight of the night. Like Frost's match was great. I was not in the 100% no about the spot off the commentary table. I was told.
I thought it was a joke.
I was told in passing, like, oh, by the way, she's gonna drop the thing. And I'm like, wait, what was that? And they're like, watch out for the pyro. And next thing you know, the fucking show was starting.
Dave was like, Payne's not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, Payne. Meanwhile, Payne's underneath the thing, like, all right, don't move.
Let's make sure. Literally went over to Pete and what the fuck is his name? Gino. I wrote down on the paper, I'm like, don't forget moonsault spot, exclamation point.
Yeah.
Then I went back over and I'm like, she's jumping off the table soon. He goes, get the fuck away from me.
And again, I guess the clip that we shared from GoPro, GPW Productions, is like you can hear Rosado like getting crazy, like, what is she doing? And then all of a sudden, Gino just yells out, what is she doing? In his high-pitched Italiano voice. And excellent spot. I don't envy you girls that jumped off and landed in the sand, knowing that you're sweating your ass off, and now you got sand all over you. It's like, whoa.
Hold on. So
That
there's raw video that my son's teacher sent to me and my wife.
Sonny with the shove of the century.
That's her fiance that she shoved into the sand.
That's funny.
And he gets knocked
Sonny
down.
was trying to like restrain order, and somebody was getting in the way, and finally Sonny was like, get the fuck out of
But
the
you
way.
got the kid was like a kid in the candy store because he got up like this.
Yeah, dude, just a great spot, and of course the temperature drop moonsault in the ring once again. Another fantastic shot.
Actually, happy we moved that table closer this year than it was last year.
I told you, I was like, because I know from experience,
been-
I was like, so the wrestling's happening down there, you know?
Yeah, you know
Like,
what? She wouldn't have been able to do that spot then because
I mean, she
last
would have
year-
walked out there.
Yeah, no, you were kind of close to the fence last year, so she would have had to go off the other side.
I don't remember being that far, but anyway,
Wait, close to what fence?
the back fence, the snow fence, the one that like.
Oh no, it wasn't that
No.
close last year.
I thought it was.
It actually was.
Yeah.
It was because I remember looking back to see my kids, and I was like, the fence was right there. That's how far back we were last
no,
year.
I know you guys are far back, but
That's
the
how
fence
far
wasn't
back we were.
that close.
Yeah, it was far. So that's
Yeah,
why I was
no,
like,
I
let's
know.
just bring it closer this year.
It was like, dang!
Yeah, right. And that's why I was like, I was on an island last
Off
year.
the water!
So yeah, right. Get out of this low end. So Frost's match is great. The turn, nobody saw that coming. Loved it. Sonny turned on her. That match will be scheduled for a later date, potentially the next one. But the Rumble, Chris Steeler. The pop that Woodbridge, New Jersey got was great. For me, that was
absurd.
great. Yeah, I loved it. He's like, I'm from Woodbridge, New Jersey. And the place went bonkers.
They're booing Staten Island,
Booing
but then
Staten
Woodbridge
Island.
gets a roar. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is happening?
Which is like an ass hair away from Staten Island.
Right. It's like right there.
Just a trip up 440.
The
There you
bridge
go.
is right there.
You sneeze, it's on Staten Island.
throw a
Like, what the
stone at it
fuck?
from big shots. It's right there.
Speaking of big shots,
Oh, no.
I haven't seen Ryan Schneff and Carla in like 15
Carla was
years.
there?
Yes.
Got a story about Carla. No, I'm kidding.
They were they were
I haven't
there.
seen Ryan in forever either. I didn't. Wait, Ryan, where was he? I didn't see him.
They were.
Did he say hello? Because too many people were like, "It's great seeing you at the show," and I was like, "What?"
He didn't get to see you at the end. He was down there with myself and Tara during the Janela match.
Crazy.
Hold on. Do you know that for like a good maybe hour and a half, I'm screaming into the microphone, Tommy! Tommy!
Not knowing you didn't have a.
Not knowing you didn't have one because I thought Kurt was you, and you just weren't answering me. And after a while, I'm like, Kurt, who the fuck is on these headsets? Because I'm calling Tommy, and he goes, oh, he's not on the headsets. And I'm like, could you say that into the headset?
Yeah, but you knew I didn't have a headset
But
because
shout out-
we
once-
discussed it in the locker
Once
room
again,
with Kurt.
shout out to Kurt. Aces, just a fantastic addition to the team, making sure things were in line, that we were all just kind of in our places, really with the bell, Tom, that dude Tom, another fucking Tom, the outside of the first bell that we
He
have to,
should have had the headset.
I know.
Because I originally you said, I don't know what you guys want me to do. And I said, DJ/belt timekeeper.
Well,
That's where it should have been.
I was with Vito for the Rumble. I was the one saying like, hit it. I had a stopwatch, but I was going off it a little bit. I was like, just feeling it out, really getting people, making sure the spots
And it
that
was
were in the
fun
ring.
because it felt like it needed that anyway. Because if you would have done it like, okay, whatever the fuck it was, 20 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah.
It
Sometimes I
would've
went
felt
40.
like-
Sometimes I went 40. If there was like a choke slam spot in the ring, I was like, all right, hold off, let this happen, and then go.
Right, you did it on feeling. I think it went a half an hour.
Right. And of course, other matches, Gipke and Ray Jazz, which that match was switched
They went
twice.
from a 4-way to a 3-way to a singles.
And it was great. And it was like,
To be honest, this was the singles match that we wanted last year.
I
Remember?
I said to Ray in the back, and I was like, see? Told you I'd get you singles. He's like, yeah, thanks.
That's what
I
we wanted
appreciate
last
it.
year was him and Gipke. Remember? That was the first thing that we talked about.
Really?
Yeah.
Jersey Shore and Jersey Shore almost?
Well, so Gipke was going to do the Dark STG thing.
Nah, I'll never have that on
And
my
then
show.
that's when we were like, that ain't happening.
No, I personally don't like it.
No, you can say it. I hate it. It's
I don't
stupid.
like it either. I think
stupid.
Steve Gipke is
You got a phenomenal physique.
talent.
There's no reason to cover it up with white and black paint.
Right. And maybe that's just a personality thing. He just loves that shit and like, fine. But I think he should more or less, and TNA is telling him, you are the
Right.
You know,
You're
you're
the
not
clean
dark
cut-
STG.
you're the
You're not
well,
that guy.
what is it? The,
Which you could see. You could
the
see
baby face.
You could see Steve Gipke and Vicky.
He's part
and
of Mustafa's
thing. Yeah.
Well, AEW made Tara Zepp take her makeup off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, you mean?
Same shit.
Same fucking company.
Yeah. So
saying semantics.
everybody, like I said, I'm not trying to but on the fly, we took the beach fight. Donovan and fucking and Dixon kicked the shit out of each other as expected. Loved it. It was great.
Oliver and TJ.
Oliver and TJ, which was another improv kind of shift. They killed it. There wasn't a bad match on the card. There really wasn't. I don't think there was any dead spots where we're like, okay, let's catch our breath. We didn't allow that, and that was perfect.
No, that
Rumble
Rumble moved.
change, and we changed it to what could it be possibly
My
a better card.
my only thing next year, if there's a next year, is no intermission. I just feel like we lost the crowd. They all went and scattered. Then by the time we got back to the ring, we were trying to set up Gangrel. I feel like the crowd was lighter for that because they were still getting their drinks at the bar or something like that. So either we just have to position it different and really put a popcorn match on.
Well, we're not going to put Gangrel in, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, it is what it is. But that's the only thing I would say. Like, maybe change that up. Run time was 7 to 10:30, and that Janela match was 25 minutes, so it would have been like 7 to 10:15 if they didn't. And I'm not saying they went over. We didn't give them a time. We were just like, go out there and fucking kick the shit out of each other. Go nuts.
25 minutes?
25.
It wasn't longer than that.
I'm pretty sure it started at 10:10 and ended at 10:40, so maybe like a half hour.
Well, because we had this stuff that happened after.
Oh, yeah, and Moff attacked him after, and then Curtin, blah, blah, blah. So all that to say, a successful show. Everybody had fun. We had our grievances, of course, but that's the business side of things, and we just have to deal with it.
I'm going to watch the full clip back when it's
Speaking
edited on my deck.
of business, there is business to discuss.
Okay.
And that is November the 15th, 2025. We are back in action. We are not taking any time off. We are going right back at it a lot. I think this was strategically done better as far as timing is concerned.
Yes.
Last year's Knuckle Brawl was September. This year's is November.
We
so
had
an
2
extra
months, and now we have 5.
Our first indoor show.
Our first indoor show, which I can't even tell you. I'm salivating. I'm like, I cannot wait to see what we can deliver.
It's going to be a flood.
On a
So it's funny that you say that because
oh, man.
the other day I started looking at the phone and I'm like, why am I looking up the fucking weather in November? We're inside.
Yeah,
And I
no,
just-
it's a tick now.
I sent you guys a video, my screenshot of me deleting the weather
by
app.
the way,
I'm like, get off this.
don't use the app. The app is not updated as fast as it is on the internet. That's why the things that you were seeing, we weren't seeing. That's why we're like, why is he freaking out?
I
was calling him. I can't do this today. I can't. I'm going to kill someone.
The alerts were coming in. Rain expected 2:30. Rain expected 4 o'clock. Rain expected 5:30. So I'm like, cover it up. It's coming. But then, like, you look up sky and it was like all blue, and you're like, I swear to God, it's coming. Right? It didn't rain one fucking ounce. I was unbelievable. We all got burnt to a crisp, and I loved it.
It was like 8 or 9 days out of the show. And you were like,
I was pulling
we
the plug.
got to decide midweek if we're going to pull it. And I'm like, I'm not. No.
That's why I kept saying to you, I'm like, I think there's, I don't know what you're using, but I think there's something wrong.
Oh, I used three different things, and then I went to ChatGPT. I was like, please help me. And they're like, after analyzing 18,000 sites, this is what we got. And it was like the best answer I could have asked for. I was like, I'm going ChatGPT the rest of the way. But yeah, so Starland Ballroom, November the 15th. We'll reveal the
Rain
name.
or shine.
Rain or shine. We'll reveal the name when the graphics ready to go. Mark Carino's cooking up something very, very good. Very excited about that. What?
I've seen it.
Why do you see it and I don't see it? We're on a group chat. God damn it!
He doesn't.
Why
want
are
to,
you in the
He
group
hasn't what?
chat?
He
Wait,
doesn't want to upset you.
why are
Why
you
would
in
he
a
upset
group
me?
chat?
I don't know.
And I'm not in
He
the
wants to
fucking
wait till it's
group
finished
chat?
to reveal it to you.
What the fuck?
He said, please don't say anything to Dave yet. And I was like, okay.
It's like that, huh?
I'm being
What do
honest.
you want, man? Shut the fuck up over there. With
I'm
your
being
5%.
honest with you.
I'm listening. I'm
Transparent.
listening. That's fine. All right. I listen. I've been patient. I just said have it done by August 1st because on August 2nd.
Oh no, it's still no.
August 2nd, this podcast will be at SummerSlam Night 1 as part of the Savvy Seats tailgate. It's
Wait,
a
are
massive
we going to
event.
be there? Because I only saw that you were going to be
This
there.
rich guy will be.
Right. I'll be in a suite. I did not do that. I did not do that.
I was laughing my ass off.
I don't even like the picture they
Yeah, but
used.
wait,
I'm
I
like,
was
what are you doing?
I was laughing
Did
my
you see
ass
that?
off.
What?
Because I was
They
waiting for
posted
him.
it. It's a swipe, and they're like, featuring like a bunch of dudes that I've never heard of, and then they swipe and it's just me, like Dave Sturchio, and I was like, what the fuck? Even I said, I was like, wait,
I was
no.
waiting for him to text.
I was like,
no,
no, it's not just me. Like, what are you talking about? It's my whole, it's everybody. It says Fight Factory Wrestling on top, but the picture is like 2 years ago.
When he doesn't shut the fuck up, everyone thinks it's always him.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
I was waiting for him so bad. I'm like,
So was
didn't
I.
see it.
So was I.
I went back to work for the first time yesterday.
I didn't get a text, and I was like, I'm going to get away with this one. This is great. So when I shared it, I made sure to share it to the story without my picture on it, like some other one. And he's going to look for it now, actually.
I am.
It's
And
like
this is on Savvy Seats?
yeah, with Savvy Seats.
Now appearing, Dave Sturchio,
I'm
Fight
like,
Factory Wrestling.
Who the
Like,
fuck?
what the
I was
fuck?
like, why is it just me? I don't understand. Like, that doesn't make any sense. See, they know that. Speaking of Tommy from
Wait, hold
Savvy,
on. Is it this one right here?
Savvy Seats.
Yeah,
So there it is. So Savvy Seats will be there. Tommy will be a special guest for the podcast next week. He will be sitting down, telling us how he came out with all of this stuff. And why be your own ticket broker, all that shit. There's a lot that goes into that. So I'm very interested into seeing what he has to say. But I figured today was dedicated to review the show. Look, shout out to WWE TNA. TNA Slammiversary did wonderful things. Very upset with the finish, but I get it.
I just wrote there's 3 owners of Fight Factory Wrestling, ... Just saying.
That's great. And remember that time 3 minutes ago I said we were going to be there? We're no longer going because we just got canceled off. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait like 10 minutes before like showtime to see if any tickets drop to ridiculously low rates and then jump in because I'll have the night to myself anyway. So.
God help me. I don't want to be around all those fucking people.
I know. It's a lot. Well, you're going to a tailgate, Tommy, and the goal is to pack that as well. So we'll be there doing our podcasting. We'll take all the equipment, have some fun. But yeah.
That's what I was just telling him before you got...
What time you got? I don't even know what time it is over here.
4:26.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Before
I'm wrapping up.
before
Bobby.
he came in here, I was telling Payne, I was like, I was at Point Pleasant last night, and I was like, thank God we decided to do the show last week.
Why? It
and
would have
not
been.
last night.
That means it would have been more people.
weather.
It was Christmas in July.
Which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I get mad at my daughter when she's watching Christmas themed shit now. I'm like, stop.
You couldn't move in the like where the rides were. Like I was getting antsy. Like I got to keep. Like I was so glad that every time like Tara won on a game, I got to take the fucking big stuffed animal and put it in the car so I could get away from all these fucking people.
All right. Well, Point Pleasant, we thank you for the 15th of July.
Yes.
And not thank you for the 22nd of July. But look, it was a great show. We're very happy about it. Everything was, like I said, the business side is always going to be a little tricky, but the actual entertainment, we hope you all had a great time. We'll obviously be back there next year. They already said it, you know. We're looking at the 14th now of July because it just keeps shifting a day. It was the 16th.
What are we going to do in 10 years from now when it's July fucking 4th?
Hopefully we
Happy
have a-
birthday, America.
Hopefully we have a fucking awning by then.
Yeah, hopefully we have our own arena by then. So we'll see how that all plays out. But in any event, we got to get out of here. Payne's going to go patrol the streets. For Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Chris Payne, thank you guys again for your attendance at the War on the Shore. We love you so much. Make sure you're going to get your tickets for Starland Ballroom. Tickets will go on sale, I believe, August 1st. We're still kind of kicking around the ideas, but that's it. That'll be a show. We'll see you guys next time.